Why are buyers finally breathing a sign of relief? The stat will shock you. Don't miss out on these details if you're looking to purchase here in Calgary. All right, Calgary, let's talk real estate. Each month, the market numbers give us a snapshot, and for May 2025, that picture is truly worth seeing. The latest from the Calgary Real Estate Board hints that our market is finally finding better balance. This could mean some new changes for buyers that haven't been around much lately. Now stay with me as we look at how detached homes, semi-detached, townhomes, and apartments are doing, giving you the inside scoop to make smart moves in the current market. First, the shocker. Total residential sales in Calgary eased by 17% compared to May of last year. Yes, you heard that right. We're talking 2,568 sales in May. But there's no need for concern. That's still 11% higher than long-term trends for May. And it's an improvement over last month. So not a total crash, just a breather for the market. New listings are up, way up. This month, we saw 4,842 new listings enter the market. That's an increase of 11.6% year over year. This surge has pushed inventory levels higher, reaching a total of 6,740 available units. That's a massive 97.5% increase from last year. What does that mean for you? More choice, more options. Our months of supply now stand at 2.62 months, which is up a whopping 137% year over year, bringing us closer to balanced market conditions. Now, just a little reminder here that anything below 2.5 months of supply is considered to be favoring the sellers. And when we get into that 2.5 months plus, that's where we're then entering into balanced market territory. And the benchmark price for Calgary, it's sitting at $589,900, slightly lower than last month and over 2% below May of 2024 levels. This adjustment is largely driven by what's happening in the apartment and townhome segments. Let's talk about detached homes. Sales are down slightly by 8% year over year with 1,275 units sold. But new listings popped by 19%, giving buyers more options. Inventory levels of detached homes is up an incredible 87% from last year, reaching nearly 3,000 total available units. The benchmark price is sitting at $769,400, a modest 1% higher than last May. So while the market is balancing, detached homes are largely holding their value. Semi-detached homes are showing stability. Sales are nearly flat year over year, only down by 1% with 256 sales. New listings saw a healthy 19% increase and inventory is up 99%. The benchmark price for semi-detached homes is sitting at $697,300, up 2.8% year over year. Conditions remain generally tighter, supporting price gains in this sector. Now for row homes, sales have eased over last year's record high, dropping 15% year over year with 458 sales. New listings, however, climbed 11%. This has led to a significant increase in inventory, up by 161% from last year with 1,116 available units. We haven't seen this much inventory in this segment since 2021. This improved supply is starting to put downward pressure on prices, with the benchmark price at $453,600, nearly 2% lower than last May. And again, if you're a buyer, there's probably some opportunities in this segment. Now, the biggest shift is in the apartment sector. Sales plummeted by significant 36% compared to last May, with 579 units sold. While new listings are down slightly, they remain high relative to sales. Inventory for apartments is up a massive 88% year over year, reaching 2,087 units. This has pushed months of supply to 3.6 months, up 194% from last year. The benchmark price is $335,300, down slightly from last month, but only 1% below May 2024 levels. Increased new home and rental supply are really weighing on the resale prices here, creating some pressure on prices. It's not just Calgary that's feeling the shifts. Let's take a quick look at the surrounding regions for May of 2025. Airdrie. Total residential benchmark price is sitting at $540,600, down nearly 1% from last month. Sales are down 8.1% year over year, but new listings are up by almost 20%. Cochrane, the benchmark price is sitting at $589,400, up almost 4% from last year. Sales are down by nearly 17% year over year, but new listings jumped by almost 50%. In Okotoks, we're still seeing price growth. The benchmark price is sitting at $633,900, which is up by 2% from last year. Sales are down by 26.7% year over year, but new listings are up by 28%. And in Canmore, the benchmark price is sitting at just over 1.1 million, a significant 9.6% increase from last year. So what's the takeaway from May of 2025? After a period of intense seller market conditions, Calgary's housing market is definitely shifting towards more balanced conditions. While total sales have eased, rising inventories mean more choice and more options for buyers, while price adjustments, especially in the apartment and row sectors, are creating new opportunities. We're seeing contrasting trends, with detached homes remaining stable while other sectors adjust. Buyers, I know you've been waiting patiently, and here's the number one mistake Calgary home buyers are making right now and how you can avoid it. The market has shifted after years of tight supply and bidding wars. Calgary's inventory has nearly doubled compared to last year, and sales are down by 17%. This means buyers now have more options and more negotiating powers, but many buyers are still acting like it's a seller's market, rushing into deals and stretching their budgets out of fear of missing out. Now, because of the world and the environment that we're in, there's a lot of interest rate uncertainty, and with the mortgage rates remaining volatile, buyers who overextend themselves could face some serious financial strain if rates rise further. Buying at the top of your budget or without a financial safety net is riskier than ever. Skipping key steps. In the rush, buyers may skip mortgage pre-approval, neglect home inspections, or fail to research the neighborhood and future resale potential. These shortcuts can lead to hidden costs, buyer remorse, or being stuck in a home that doesn't suit your needs or lifestyle. So how can you avoid these mistakes? Take your time. With more inventory and balanced market conditions, you can afford to be patient. You can compare multiple properties. You actually have negotiating power, and don't feel pressured to make snap decisions. I always say this, sleep on it, because you're making the biggest purchase decision in your life. Please get pre-approved. Secure your mortgage pre-approval before shopping. This is a step that so many buyers skip because they get so excited. They have an idea what they think they can qualify or afford, and then they realize, oh yeah, we haven't had that conversation with the lender. This actually shows the sellers that you're serious, locks in your rate, because if the rates go up, you have that rate secured now until you close. Typically, the mortgage rates can be held for anywhere from 90 to 120 days, and it keeps you searching within your true budget. Do your homework, research neighborhoods, future developments, and resale trends. Visit the property at different times of day and talk to the neighbors and locals to ensure the area fits your lifestyle. Never skip the home inspection. Guys, please, this is one of the things, if you're buying a townhouse, apartment, or a single family detached home, you do not want to skip the home inspection. This is for you to get educated on what it is that you're buying. And even if it's tempting in competing offer scenario, a thorough inspection can save you thousands of dollars and provide leverage in negotiations, or perhaps ensuring that you actually buy what you think you're buying. Now, don't get me wrong, even a brand new house from a builder should have an inspection, because there is no such thing as a perfect home. Again, with home ownership comes maintenance, and doing a home inspection with a certified home inspector also allows you to get fully informed on the ins and outs of your biggest investment that you're about to make. Plan for the future. When you're buying real estate, buy with a long-term view. If you may need to sell in a couple of years, perhaps you're in a job that there may be a relocation on the horizon. Be wary of buying in new developments where you may be competing against brand new homes from the developer in the near future. And last but not least, work with a pro. Work with a knowledgeable, trusted real estate advisor who can help you avoid costly mistakes, provide market insight, and negotiate the best deal for your situation. As of June 2025, here are the current 5-year fixed and 5-year variable mortgage rates in Canada. The lowest available insured 5-year fixed mortgage rate is 3.84%. Some brokerages are advertising rates around 3.8%. The average 5-year fixed conventional mortgage rate in Canada is 4.62%. Now, 5-year variable mortgage rates, the lowest available 5-year variable mortgage rate in Canada is sitting at 3.95%. Now, the mortgage rates in Canada, where they're looking for a 5-year fixed or a 5-year variable rate, they're sitting in and around that 4% mark, depending on the product that you go for. Now, we're in an environment where a majority of the people are selecting a variable rate mortgage. When you're selecting a mortgage, you need to ensure that you select the right mortgage for you and your situation, and perhaps you got to consider your lifestyle if you are to move in the next few years as well. So these are, again, conversations that you need to have with a trusted mortgage advisor to ensure that they put you into the right product. The median rent for all property types and bedroom counts in Calgary is sitting at $1,868 as of May of 2025, which is actually 7% lower than the national average and represents a 1% increase over the previous month, but a 7% decrease year over year. A one-bedroom apartment averages $1,675 per month, making a 5.6% decrease year over year, and the lowest rate in nearly 2 years, while a two-bedroom is about $2,000 a month. Houses for rent are more expensive, averaging $2,100 per month. Rental rates have declined by 3 to 6% year over year as of May and June 2025, a reversal from the double-digit increases seen in 2023 and 2024. Calgary's vacancy rate is at 4.8%, which is reflecting a significant increase in available rental units. The rise in vacancy and stabilization in rents is attributed to the surge in new rental supply, especially downtown, and a slowdown in the population growth and migration to Calgary. Calgary's real estate market is finally balancing out, with inventory nearly doubling and prices stabilizing. Buyers have more choice and negotiating power than they have had in years. Detached homes remain steady, while row homes and condos are seeing price drops thanks to an increased supply. Rental rates are also easing, giving renters a break after years of rapid increases. Whether you're buying, selling, or renting, now's the time to make informed, strategic decisions. Stay sharp, do your homework, and take advantage of this new market reality. Like and subscribe for more updates. Until next month, thanks, Calgary.